Hi everyone, this is Raghuram, aptitude trainer. Now let us see a different problem. At what time between 7 and 8 o'clock will the hands of a clock be in straight line but not together? Here in this case, so we need to find the minutes. So what's the formula? Theta is equals to 30h minus 11 by 2 m. This is the formula. Till now we have seen hour and minutes are given. Sometimes they give you hour and theta and we need to find the minutes. This is a different problem. So at what time? 7 and 8. So we take the first one 7 as hours. Here in this case hour is equal to 7 and theta is equals to what? So the hands of a clock be in straight line. What is a straight line? It happens only 2 times. So on our hand it will be on minute hand it will be our hand, that is 0 degrees, and another way on and opposite to minute hand will be our hand. It is 0 degrees, this is 180 degrees. Here in this case what is asked? Straight line but not together. But if it is together 0 degrees, we take theta is equal to 0 degrees. If it's not together we take 180 degrees. So the angle is 180 if it is straight line but not together. If it is together we take 0 degrees. So we take hour 7 and 8. If it is 7 and 8 we take starting hour 7 and theta is 180 degrees. So here just substitute modulus of. So here in this case what is theta? 180 degrees is equals to 30h. H is what? 7 minus 11 by 2 m we don't know. We need to find m. Here in this case I'll divide it into 2 parts. Here I'll remove the modulus. First I'll write the right hand side. So 37's 210 minus 11 by 2 is equals to 180. First I'll take positive another time. So 37's 210, same, 210 minus 11 by 2 m is equals to minus 180. Here in this type of problems we take 2 parts, plus 180 and minus 180. One of them will be the correct answer. We have to check the answer. The minutes must be from 0 to 60, not 60, 59. So 0 to 69. So if it is a negative, we remove it. If it is above 60, we remove. So one of them will be the correct answer. Here in this case we take here 11 by 2, here m. 11 by 2 m is equals to, so here we get 210 minus 180, that is how much we get? 30 degrees. So here in this case what is m? 32 60 by 11, which is what? 11 5s are 55, 5 by 11. This is the answer. Here in this case what do we get? 11 by 2 m is equals to, this I'll take to right hand side, minus 180 to left hand side. Here also minus 11 by 2 right hand side, 180 to left hand side. So I'm writing first 11 by 2 m. So 210 minus 180. Here in this case 11 by 2 right hand side, minus 180 to left hand side. So what do we get? 210 plus 180. So 210 minus 180 is 390. 210 plus 180 is 390. 11 by 2 m is equal to 390. So m is equals to 390 into 2 is 780 by 11. It will be 70 point something. So it is above 60. So I told you, so one of them will be the correct answer. It is above 60. So we take the value if it is between 0 to 59. This value is 0 to 59. This is the answer 5 by 11. So this is not the correct answer. It is above 60. If we get a negative or above 60, we leave that one. So the answer is at what time between 7 and 8? 7. Answer is 7 o'clock 5 by 11 minutes. At this point the hands of a clock will be in a opposite size, 180 degrees. Now we shall see another problem, 9th one. At what time between 4 and 5 o'clock will the hands of a clock be together? So together, same formula, 30h minus 11 by 2m. Here in this case 4 and 5 o'clock. So we take the starting one, hour is 4 and together means 0 degrees. I told you in the last problem is opposite sides, that is 180 degrees, and here is together. Together means 0 degrees. It will be like this. So this is our hand and this is minute hand. So the angle between our hand and minute hand is 0 degrees. So here in this case we substitute this here. Theta is 0 directly is equals to 30h. 30 into 4 minus 11 by 2 m. Here in this case hour is given, theta is given. We need to find minutes. So after 4 o'clock, what's the minutes? The hands of a clock will be in 0 degrees. Here directly I am removing the modulus. Directly I am writing 34 120 minus 11 by 2 m is equal to 0, because minus 0 plus 0. So directly we get 0. If it is 0, no need to bother about 2 times, that is minus and plus. So here in this case, what is 11 by 2 m is equals to 120. That is m is equals to 122's 240 by 11. What is 240 by 11? So 11 2's are 22, and what is left? 20. 11 1's are 11. What is left? 9 by 11. So the answer is 4 hours 21 minutes 21 11 by 9 by 11. At this point, that is 4 hours 21 9 by 11, the hands of a clock will be together, that is at 0 degrees. Now let us take another problem. At what time between 5:30 and 6 will the hands of a clock be at right angle? What do you mean by right angle? 90 degrees. Here 5:30 to 6, we take 5 to 6 only, before which I'll take hour is 5 and theta is equals to 90. Right angle is 90 degrees. So the same formula, theta is equal to 30h minus 11 by 2 m. Just substitute it. What do we get? Theta is 90 and 30 into hour is 5 minus 11 by 2 m. We need to find m value. So here also divide into two parts. First I'll take 35's 150 minus 11 by 2 m is equals to plus 90 here. So 150 minus 11 by 2 m is equal to minus 90. Plus 90 minus 90. Here I'll take minus 11 by 2 right hand side. So what do we get? 11 by 2 m is equals to 92 left hand side. That is 150 minus 90. That is 60. So m is equals to 62 is 120 by 11. What is 120 by 11? 11 ones are 11. What is left? 10. So 0, 11 tens are 110. What is left? 10. 10 by 11. So at 5, 10, 10 by 11, the angles between minute hand and hour hand will be 90 degrees. Here in this case now, let us take so 11 by 2 m. I'll take this to right hand side, minus 90 to left hand side. So 150 plus 90. What is 240? So m is equals to, so 240 into 2 is 480 by 11. What is 480 by 11? 11 4s are 44. What is left? 40. 40. 11 3s are 33. What is left? 7. 7 by 11. At 5, 43, 7 by 11. So in every hour, the hands of a clock will be 90 degrees in 2 times. So here at 5, 10, 10 by 11 and 5, 43, 7 by 11. But here it is asked 5:30 to 6. So the answer is 5 hours 43, 7 by 11 minutes. At this time, the hands of a clock will be at 90 degrees. Here also 5, 10, 10 by 11 also, the hands of a clock will be at 90 degrees. But the answer is this one, because the question is from 5:30 to 6. So in every hour 2 times it will be right angles. So if the question is 5:30 to 6, this is the answer. If the question is 5 to 5:30, so the answer will be 5, 10, 10 by 11 will be the answer. Now here in this case the answer is 5:43, 7 by 11. Now let us see a next problem, 11th one. How many times a day are the hands of a clock in straight line but opposite in direction? So you get this different type of problems. Direct question, you get a question as it is like this. So now here it's a straight line but opposite 10 direction. We get like this. So you may be thinking that in every hour the hands, that is hour hand and minute hand, will be in opposite sides only one time in 1 hour. But between 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, the hands of a clock will be in opposite direction only at 6 o'clock. That is from 12 to 1 one time, 1 to 2 one time, 2 to 3 one time, like this. But 5 to 6 and 6 to 7, that is in 2 hours time, only one time it will be in the opposite direction. So in each hour one time, out of 12 hours, in each hour one time, but in between 5 to 7 only one time, 2 hours time. So 11 times in 12 hours. In 24 hours time, 22 times in 24 hours. That is, the answer is 22 times in a day. The hands of a clock will be in a straight line but opposite in direction. Let us see similar problem. How many times do the hands of a clock coincide in a day? Coincide in a day. So like this, at 12 o'clock it will coincide. The hands, hour hand and minute hand will be coincide like this. So you may be thinking that in 1 hour the hands will coincide only one time. So same thing, but here in this case from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, it may be in afternoon or midnight. So 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, the hands of a clock will coincide only at 12 o'clock. In 2 hours time, only one time. So if we take another examples, 1 to 2 one time, 2 to 3 one time, 3 to 4 one time, it will be coincide. The hands of a clock will coincide only one time. But in case of 11 to 1, it coincides only at 12 o'clock. 11 to 12, 0 times, 12 to 1, 0 times. But only 12 o'clock it will coincide. So in 12 hours time, it will coincide 11 times. In 24 hours, we need it in 24 hours. Do the hands of, in how many times do the hands of a clock coincide in a day? A day means 24 hours. In 24 hours, it will coincide in 22 times. The answer is 22 times. The questions like this are direct questions. They won't change anything. So they may ask you in a different style, but coincide in a day only 22 times. Direct question. Let us see similar problem. How many times in a day the hands of a clock are straight? They asked it as straight. It can be opposites or coincide. So we have to count both. So opposite times, opposite 22 times in a day and coincide 22 times in a day. So opposite like this, hour hand and minute hand, and coincide maybe like this. This is hour hand and minute hand. So coincide, so opposite sides, 11th problem 22 times we got it, and coincide, previous problem 12th problem we got 22 times. Straight means we have to count both, coincide as well as opposites. So the answer is 44 times in a day. So how many times in a day the hands of a clock are straight? 44 times. That is coincide 22 times, opposite 22 times. Let us see similar problem. How many times are the hands of a clock at right angle in a day? So we have seen previous problems 11th and 12th. 11th one is opposite sides, that is 180 degrees, and the 12th problem is coincide, that is 0 degrees. And 13th problem both combined 180 degrees and plus 0 degrees. Here in this case right angle. Right angle means 90 degrees. At 3 o'clock it will be 90 degrees. So now if we consider 1 hour, so from 1 to 2, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, at 1 o'clock it will be right angle around 120 as well as at 150. It will be 90 degrees. That is in 1 hour, each hour there will be 2 times right angles. So in 12 hours time we may be thinking that in 1 hour 2 times, in 24 hours, 12 hours, 12 to the 24 times. But at 3 o'clock, that is from 2 to 4, only 3 times. So 2 to 3 only one time, 3 to 4 one time, but in middle 3 o'clock it will be right angle only one time. And as from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock 3 times. at 9 o'clock, here 90 degrees, 3 o'clock 90 degrees and 9 o'clock 90 degrees. This is our hand, this is minute hand. So 2 to 4 3 times, that is 2 to 3 one time, 3 to 4 one time, in middle one time, 3 times. That is in 2 hours time it must be 4 times, but here 3 times. And as well as at 8 to 10 o'clock, it must be 4 times, but 8 to 9 one time, 9 to 10 one time, but at 9 o'clock one time, only 3 times. So 2 times less. So actual 22 times in 12 hours. That is in 24 hours, 22 into 2. That is, it will be 44 times. So the hands of a clock at right angles in a day, how many times? 44 times. Let us see different problem. 15th one. How much does a watch lose per day if its hands coincide every 64 minutes? Generally it will coincide how many times? 60. In every 60 minutes it will be one time. So, but it will coincide every 64 minutes. So the clock is working wrong time. So you may get questions like this. Here in this case we use a formula 720 by 11 minus m into 60 into 24 by m. Using this formula, so same such type of questions in every 64 minutes. In 64 we may get 65 times, 65 minutes or 61 minutes like this. Here we take m is equals to 64. Only one substitution here we get, that is 720 by 11 minus, in the place of m substitute 64, actually 60 minutes. For every 60 minutes it will be coincide, but here 64 minutes, the clock is working wrong. So into 60 into 24 by, in the place of m we substitute 64. So simplifying we get 32 8 by 11. So how much does a watch lose per day? 32 minutes 8 by 11. 32 8 by 11 minutes per day it will lose.